Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, good evening, and welcome to my show Conversations with Teenath. And in Conversations with Teenath, in association with freebirds.co, we bring you some exceptional human beings. And this particular human being that I'm talking about is one of my favorite students. She is a go-getter. She is one hell of a kid, So I really love her. The first time I met her when she was in class, I remember she was the one I got attracted to because she was so intelligent. And here is my student, Julie Kakoty. Julie Kakoty, warm welcome to you.
Hello, thank you so much.
Wow. I'm so happy that you're on my show. It's so nice to see that my student is doing so good and you're on my show. This is so awesome.
It's my pleasure.
So, Julie, how have you been? How have you been doing all these days?
It's good. It's good. I have put on some weight.
But you're looking cute. Even if you're put on weight, you're looking cute. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning about where, because see, I have always been teaching you. I have always been talking to you about many other things, but you have been speaking about yourself. I heard you speaking in college, but we want to know how you started off your life. Where were you born? Where you studied? And what does Julie Kakoty do? So we want to start from the beginning. Where was Julie Kakoty born?
I born in Guwahati itself in Bhangagar only. And I was not even 5 year old when my mother and father died. So after that, my aunt, she adopted me, she nourished me, and like right now, I'm whatever I'm right now because of her. Then I continued studying. Then I went again to Barapani, Shillong, because
Okay.
my aunt and uncle used to, do their job over there. So I went there. I do my schooling from class 1 to class 7 over there. And then I come up here in Guwahati. I continued studying from class 8 to 12 in Kendriya Vidyalaya CRPF. And then I went to AIMT for my mass communication degree. And there I met you. One of my lucky charm, I would say. And now, right now, I'm doing my master's in mass communication and journalism from Gauhati University. So this is how the
From
journey
Gauhati
has.
University. Okay, so I don't know why are we stuck somewhere, Julie? Omkar, is this working?
Yeah, it's working. Hello? Uh, Hello? Julie?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you hear us? Can
Yes,
you?
I can hear you, but I can't hear ma'am now.
Okay. Hello, Tinath, are you there? Please wait, okay? Like I'm trying
Yeah,
to
sure, sure.
contact her, and then let's see.
Okay, okay, sure.
Hello, Tinath?
Uh,
Yes, yes. Did I disappear?
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
you got disconnected. Now
I
you're
got
back.
disconnected. Yes, I think that happens, and
Yeah,
I hope Julie is still there.
yeah, yeah. We are
Julie,
here.
sorry about this disconnection.
That's all okay. That's all okay.
So yeah, I heard till the time you went to Guwahati University, and then so you're doing your masters in mass communication out there,
Yes, I'm
right?
doing my master's.
Okay, wow. So let me ask you. When I first met I got attracted to you because you were such a bright student. You kind of did everything that was like in class. I remember you were the first one to write out an essay. You were the first one to go and answer something. You were the first one to question something. So you have been a very very bright student. And then again during sports time, I remember you used to go and play kabaddi, used to go around, all over the place. You joined in each and every sport that was available. How does Julie do this? How does it happen?
I don't know how, but I believe there is one life to live, and you can do whatever your heart says. And I believe, at the end of my journey, if I look back into my journey, it should be, ups and down, it should be, fun, it should be happiness, it should be sad. I mean, everything that I want to live in my life. I just believe there is one life, and I'm gonna do everything I can do.
Fantastic. You are doing quite a lot. I also remember another thing that you used to catch hold of the stray dogs and you used to feed them. And I used to be very scared because they were dirty dogs, and I used to come back and I used to tell my son that Julie, and he loves the stray dogs, because sometimes I give racist comments. I just say, oh, this dog is so dirty, this iman letera petra and all that, and he used to be like, oh, acha, so if it was a clean dog, you would have really liked it. No, you're such a racist. So he calls me a racist, whenever I so I have seen how you have been so kind to the animals, you've been so kind to human beings, you've been so nice to everybody, and everybody loves you in class also. Everybody seems to love you so much. So I'm going to ask you some very personal questions before we go on to your main work, because you are here for a different reason. So
Yes.
you grew up without your parents, and look at you. You have been such a strong person, in despite the fact that you have grown up alone. You have not alone. Your aunt is there. Your aunt is a
Yes.
big support in your life. But
Yes.
even then, I remember those tears that you had shed in college, and that has kind of stayed in my heart. It has stayed there, and it has stayed inside me. And I have always felt this kind of, I don't know, I have a motherly feeling towards you. Maybe that would be the right thing to say. Some sort of a feeling I have towards you. But more importantly, you don't have to speak about that. I can understand your emotions and everything. But more importantly, you are doing some wonderful work even during the COVID holiday. Whatever, I always keep saying it's a holiday because it was a big, massive holiday for
Big,
us.
yes.
We were just,
Yes.
yeah, the pandemic was actually a holiday for all of us. So
Holiday.
I
Yes.
it was a holiday. No, I remember back last year, I think it was last year, because 2018 I met you, and in 2019 you started off on a very wonderful project. You have
Yes.
to tell the people what it is, because for the people who have joined in late, Julie actually is the founder of Chaksu, and she will tell us what Chaksu is all about. What is the meaning of Chaksu and why she has started it, what inspired her. So please tell us your story.
Chakshu, from childhood, I always wanted to do something for the society, because we always, as a youth, I would say, we always used to blame our society for many reasons. Complain about the society, ki achhi nahi hai society, rehne layak nahi hai, and so many other talks, even among friends also. So what I believe is that instead of complaining, let's come out of our homes and let's do something for the society to rebuild the society the way we want to live. Because after, let's say, 10 to 20 years, we are going to be the society, right? We are going to be the parents, we are going to teach our children how to read and write. So I believe the society we want, let's make it today. Let's start from today. I know it will take a years to make it one day, but I believe uh, one step is always best than not doing anything. Let's come out and let's try something to do it. So Chakshu, I believe, is one of my initiative, and I would say one of the best decisions I have made in my life till date. We were just chilling around, and it was New Year time, and we start making our resolutions. It's in 2018. So one of my resolution was that I'm going to I'm start going to the slum area, and I'm going to teach them. So before I went there, there was no plans like Chakshu or something big. It was just a small thing that, okay, I'll be going there and I'll be teaching there. So that is the basic plan. But later on, when I get on there and I get to know the whole story, the whole the struggle they are doing, they don't have any aim in their life, they don't have any value in their life. They are just, I believe, one statement that they are just wasting their lives, I believe, because they don't have any aim, they don't have any goals. If you interact with them, they are happy or whatever they are happy being there. And I believe, from childhood we have listened all this stuffs that jitne mein ho utne mein khush raho. and they are also trying the same thing, and maybe that's why they are unable to come out from a slum area and be a part in a society. So then the journey begins. I start from one child and then it continues to 100. Now there are 100 students, which is under Chaksu, and they are really doing a good job. And their parents also, I mean, it's at first, of course, it was very difficult to, convince their parents and relatives and all to, that I'm going there and I'm going to teach them, because for them, I'm just a kid. So it's quite obvious that they think that what can I change, like I can't do anything much. But slowly as time went, and now they have a small hope, I believe, that okay, now things are changing or things will change one day. So now they are hoping their children will grow up, their children will be an engineer, doctor, and so on. So it feels so satisfaction, it gives so satisfaction that okay, I've done something to contribute in their life, that now they are telling me that they are going to be doctor, they are going to be something, and it feels so proud. It feels so proud. So that's how the journey begins, and I have chosen the word chakshu because it's a Sanskrit word which means eyes and vision. So as the vision
Okay.
were lost in their their life, I would say so. I wanted to be the new vision in their life. I wanted to, give some hope in their life. And that's why it is named as Chakshu.
Such a lovely name. Oh, I didn't know this. What this is a Sanskrit word.
Yes,
Chaksu.
it's a
Chak-
Sanskrit word.
Am I saying it correctly? Chaksu. I am saying
Chakshu.
Chaksu.
Yes,
Chak.
Chakshu.
Yeah. Okay. Chakchu. You're saying chu. Okay. I think I'm saying Chaksu. So I think there's a difference in my pronunciation. So, but you are doing exceptional work. I remember I wanted to go and visit this particular area, and you said no, I don't want you to go there because it's not fit for you. And you didn't want me to go, but you have gone to this area. You have made young children dream. You have put dreams into their minds. You've put dreams into their hearts because they did not know what was studying all about. They did not even know the alphabets. They did not know what was numbers. They did not know nursery rhymes, and you have taught them from scratch. You have taught them, and I've seen little videos on Facebook where you have shared, where they have gone into this little shed where you're teaching them, and then they're so excited when you come, Julie di aa gaya, Julie di aa gaya. I've seen that, and it is really amazing to see your story unfold. It is really, really beautiful. And so during the pandemic also, you have done really exceptional work. I remember you had said that, okay, now that I can't teach the children, you did something. So you please tell the listeners, I mean, the viewers here, what exactly you did. That was something very exceptional that you did.
At first when lockdown came in, I think it was very difficult for us also to to cope up with it, to acquaint it with the situation, because we had never been into such kind of situation where there's a lockdown for months. Then of course our online classes started in Gauhati University. Then I tried the same with them also, to do some online classes, WhatsApp classes, but it didn't work out because they don't have cell phones, I would say. And more on that, they don't have internet connectivity. So it's quite impossible to to make the link between the study and them. So there is a one solution, or I would say initiative that I have taken, is the lockdown pen drive classes. So lockdown
Wow.
pen drive classes is one of the initiative that I have taken. Is one pen drive, there has been included all the videos. I requested in Facebook also that if someone wants to contribute some videos, and you yourself had given many number of videos. So
I was so
I'm
happy. I was so happy doing it.
so I think like you, there are other people who have also contributed some of the videos of musical related or dance related or study related. Then I myself prepared almost more than 50 to 60 videos in a month,
Wow.
to
50 to 60 videos?
videos per month, on
Ooh.
the basis of small videos, not much, let's say 10 to 15 minutes videos, by explaining synonyms or antonyms, opposites, some small
Hmm.
stuffs which is which is important for all the kids, which can be a general thing, I would say. So I think the pen drive used to go to the headmaster of the slum area, and he used to put the pen drive in his TV where there is a USB port, and all the children batch wise, they used to watch the videos, and they actually used to write and learn from the videos. At first I really thought that it's not going to be successful at all, because this is very new for them as well. But then when I went for a small campaign, sort of myth and COVID-19, and then I get to know that they are actually writing it. They are actually, can explain me what I'm talking through the videos. So I think it's one of the best feeling you had ever had. That lockdown itself cannot, broke the link between study and the kids. So this is one of the initiative.
Fantastic. And so, do you have anyone else with you, or are you working alone? Are you doing
No,
this
no,
alone? Because once I remember, you were on your cycle, and I met you near Bhangagar, and you were, I think, going to that particular slum area. You were going to that place, and you were like all sweaty and everything, and you're saying, "I'm on the way to that place." So, do you have anyone else with you?
Yes, I have a team member of, let's say, 10 people. Actually, what
Oh,
happened, many people wanted to join, but as we all are students, so it's quite difficult for them, to manage time between own life and to do something for the society. Even if they want, they can't manage the time, because, a student got lots of things to do, assignments and classes, and so many things that a student has to be done. So I believe, but now I got 10 people which are really supportive,
wonderful.
and they are also giving me the whole support. And for them, I think it quite easy for me to do my job as well, because there is support now. There is a support of 10 people, so I can go ahead, move ahead, and they are very supportive. Whatever I say, they're like, okay, ho jayega. So it feels too good. It feels too good to meet like-minded people, and who actually wanted to bring some change in the society. So it really good that I have now 10 members now.
Fantastic. So may your tribe grow. May you have more such people who will join you, and maybe these kids, one fine day when they grow up and they become a scientist or an engineer, a doctor or an actor or whatever they want to become, they are going to thank you, and you are going to sit back and you are going to have great fun clapping for them when they're going to be on stage taking an award or something like that. And I'm waiting for that day when you're going to call me up and say, my student has actually gone through this process and has got an award. I'm waiting for that particular day. Really, I wish you all the best. But yeah, what are your future plans? So are you going to continue with the school, and are you going to create more section, like I'm saying, like, suppose you have one in Bhangaghar slum area, are you planning to have another kind of another Chaksu somewhere else?
Of course, the plans are high. Even I tried once. It's a nearby slum area to the slum area right now I'm working for. What happened is that one of the, I would say, obstacle, I would say, that I went to the place, and there was a we start teaching. We were three people of three members, and we start teaching the kids. There are almost 25 to 30 number of students were present, and we start giving the rhymes and some alphabetical stuffs we are doing. And then what happened, the very next day I went alone, because the other members, they were busy, so I went alone over there. What happened is that, it quite expected. You cannot expect a friendly environment over there. It's quite
Right.
expected thing. But what happened over there is one of my, like, I really feel, I'm ashamed of being a woman, uh, I would say, because there was a bunch of people, a bunch of boys, I would say. They were almost 13 to 16-year old, not more than that.
Hmm.
There was a bunch of boys, and they start commenting on me from here to my till toe. And the way the
Oh my
comments are
gosh.
coming, and they were just telling that how tight your leggings is, how tight your kurte is, how loose your dupatta should be. And there are a lot many, like me, I'm a very impatient person. I get very aggressive at times. So me as a person, I get numb. I just cried over there only. Like, the physical rape is actually the third most stage of a rape. The rape actually begins from your head. It actually begins from the thoughts you grow, and then it comes to the eyes, and then it comes to physically. So I would say that it's a common problem we all, women face, that I have been raped through eyes. And this is one of the common problem we all women or girls face whenever we go to the streets, whenever we go to a slum area, I would say. So I mean, that's one of the point. And after that, when I came back in home, I never went to the place. I know, matlab dil baith gaya, ab nahi jana hai. So I got that feeling, and I never went to the place. But now, the place I'm working for, it's actually have changed a lot. So with them, I have some future plans. Let's say one of the future plan is to teach their mothers as well, because they
Oh,
once came in and they actually asked me ki, Julie didi hame bhi thoda dekh dijiye. And I feel so good ki, okay, now they have, trusted me. I have gained the trust from them. So now they also wanted to teach something. So I was very happy, very happy. And after this lockdown, as soon as this lockdown will end, or we overcome the COVID-19, I would like to start teaching them. Not much, at least, if they can also sign their own names. I think that's one of the
yeah.
biggest achievement I will have. And secondly, I have plans like, they are a bunch of talents, I would say. So much of talent, so much of raw talent. So I want to bring those talents to the public platform, to to the people who can actually help them out. And another one will be employment. Like, say, there are so many dropouts who actually don't want to continue their study, but I can give them the information about what jobs are available, how can you apply, what schemes are there. So those are in one of the future plans. And later on, let's say I really wanted to open a orphanage come school, where the orphans will be there, where all these kids are going to be there. And I had a dream that these kids are going to be the teacher of that school. And
Wow.
this is one of the dream of mine, personal dream, I would say, selfish dream, that I want these kids, the kids I'm teaching now, they actually go to my school if I made it someday. And I want them to teach the other kids, because they will connect more. They will, they will understand the problems the other kids is facing, I believe. So there are some plans. Let's see how it works now.
This is a super plan you have, and I'm sure it's going to. And you said something. You said selfish plan. I don't think that's a selfish plan. It is a happiness plan. It is a happiness plan to make yourself happy. Whenever you make plans like this, it is actually a plan to make yourself more happy. So you are actually planning to make yourself happy and the rest of the children and everybody around you happy. So I think that's a perfect plan, and I hope someday we can also help you in your project, in your plans, and in your dreams, in your goals. We can also be a part of the whole process. So I think we can see some of the pictures that from the area. I think Omkar, if you can help us with some of the pictures that Julie had sent us. So she has some beautiful pictures of where she's working with the children in this in Chaksu. I must be saying Chaksu. Oh wow, that's beautiful, Julie. You must tell us what's happening.
It was my, I would say, my 14th day. And I gave them copies,
Okay,
and they were very excited to write on the copy. So this was 14th day of my Chakshu's journey.
wonderful. Next picture can be,
This
yeah.
is one
Oh,
another.
there you are. Lovely. Oh, look at these kids. They're so happy. They're absolutely super happy, seeing you and with your teaching and everything. So that's them, right? And what's happening
Yes.
here? What's happening here?
It's a guitar. They have made it. So
Okay,
it's wonderful. They are very good at art and craft.
okay, wonderful.
And this
And
is
what's this?
one of the picture. I personally don't like golgappas, pani puri.
Okay.
So they made me convinced that I had to eat one. And it's a photograph of a kids festival 2019.
Okay.
And I asked them, "Ki, what do you want to eat?" They all said golgappas, and I made them eat. And after that, they compelled me to eat one.
Oh, lovely. And what's happening here? You are giving
This
some.
is this is the first day of interacting. This is the first day of interacting. Like, I
Okay.
went there, I interacted with them.
Mhm. Wow. So, do they have a proper classroom? Like, see, here they are sitting in a room like this. So, do they have a proper classroom? Because I
No,
remember
no, no,
once
no.
you.
The room actually that is seen in the photograph is actually a storeroom. Uh,
Oh.
Half of the storeroom is filled with their stuffs like mat and chairs and all, and half of
Hmm.
the storeroom I use for teaching.
Okay.
So actually, this is a storeroom that
So
I
they
try to
don't
turn
even
out to a
have.
classroom.
So they don't even have a proper classroom, see, but even then they have this dream in their hearts, in their heads, that Julie ma'am is actually teaching us. We are on to learning something new. We have dreams and goals now. So look at them. They're all so eager to learn. And you're doing
Yes.
such a wonderful job. Amazing. This is fantastic. I love this picture. This is a prize winning picture.
No, this is the goggles I gave them. So they were, sharing to each other.
This is so cute. This is lovely. So I think, yeah, we are done with the pictures. So Julie will tell us about how these children feel about this COVID thing that is happening in their lives. Do they understand what is happening? Do they understand? Have you made them understand about social distancing, about wearing masks? I'm sure you must have done that.
Yeah, actually, in a slum area, it's quite difficult to maintain actually social distancing
Yeah.
because the houses are very, very, very small. Like in one house, they used to live for, let's say, 5 to 6 members, which is a very small hut, I would say. So, social distancing is a myth for them. But of course, I
Mhm.
have tried to, make them understand about wearing the mask, sanitizers, and all. But social distancing is still a problem in a slum area, because even if they want to make the social distancing, they cannot make it up. They actually cannot make it up to it. So this is one of the problem. But I think rest of the things, mask wearing, because I have distributed some of the mask, I have distributed sanitizers, and even the government has also distributed some of the food items, some of sanitizers, masks. So all of these things are being distributed. And I would say, the fake news about COVID-19 is actually, spreading day by day. And it's increasing day by day, through WhatsApp, I would say, the through, mouth to mouth. And every human being is sharing his knowledge about COVID-19, even though if he does not have any idea. So there are lot many myths that were going on. And I tried clarify one of them. And I just hope that now the things have little better. And they have understand a lot of things, because I have made them watch videos on social distancing and wearing mask and sanitizers related. So now they have become a quite they have now quite a knowledge about what COVID-19 is actually, and how harmful it is, how it can kill a person to till death. So now the things have changed a little. And I'm just hoping that COVID-19, actually, I think we all overcome it, we fight against it. And let's I just wanted to live the life we were living before COVID-19.
before.
Yes, because right now we are all, technologically, very abided that we have forgotten the world that is actually outside.
If
I
the government, if the government is listening to you, and if anybody who's in the government listens to this video when we put it up on YouTube, they should give you an award, because all those things that they should have done, you are doing it, because you are making them aware about COVID. You are making them aware about how deadly this disease is, this virus is, and how they should be wearing their masks and maintain social distance. I think you are doing yeoman service, and this is fantastic, Julie. You are doing amazing work. And tell us something more about one thing. Your children had gone in and attended competitions. Tell us about that, because that is so important. You have taken them, you have not only gone and taught them somewhere, but you have taken them out and you have made them go to different social gatherings. You have taken them to competitions. Tell us about that.
like from being there, like they had been there from so long. So what the problem is that they had an inferiority complex in them by facing, some other kids who belongs from, family, from a rich families, or they had a inferiority complex in them, because we never had, asked them to sit along with the kids who belong from the rich families. They always just went to the schools, to the, where hardly any rich kid used to go. So what happened is that being in a some, same place for so long, their mind is actually being so dull. And what my plan is that they actually should realize that at what positions they are actually, and what they can change their life through education. So what my plan was ki, let's make them come out, let's, face, let them face the world actually, which is outside the whole slum area. Because the slum area, it's what happened, they used to go to the work, they used to eat, and they used to sleep. There is no other thing they were actually, thinking of. So my plan is ki, let's make them come out,
No
let's,
life. Yes.
so let's face them the real, reality checks. They should get it out, they should get the hard reality checks, I believe. Because that will, that will really help them to grow by themselves. They will, it will help them to gain the confidence in them. So the first time I requested AIMT, and they, it was a management day. You were also there, so they went there. They, the for the first time they sit in the chairs where all the other children were also sitting. So they got a little confidence. Ki, okay, now we can do something. Then they went for a dancing. They danced over there, and it was a very nice, experience. And then we continued till Jips. There it was a cricket match, and we were, called for a small dancing, and they danced there. It was again wonderful. And then there comes a spring Dell festival. It's in district library. So I was very scared because they never had danced in a stage. So I was very scared what they are going to do. And by luckily I got this chance because I was the anchor of the show. So I requested the organizer to please, give me one chance to, they are not going to, be a part of any competition, but, just give a chance to dance. That's all. And I was very shocking. They went there, they danced so well that I myself was standing and I was clapping. I like, okay, that killed it. They had rocked the dance floor. So and then recently we went for, kids festival. It's in Shilpagram. So there what happened? I think I never teach them about, if someone comes, what you need to do. So all the people who are as a guest over there, they used to come to our stall, and the kids were actually doing namaste and telling them about themselves. So it was very happy to see them. And there was a big trophies in the over the stage, and they looked at me and they said, next time Julie didi aayenge na to bada wala trophy leke jayenge. So that was very very, very proud moment, I would say. Because the day I went there, they were, they don't have dreams to follow, but now they are telling me कि next बार जब आएंगे तब वो trophy लेके ही जाएंगे. So that
Super,
confidence
super.
have gained to a level that now they can see their life in a different way, in a different angle. So that's one of the beautiful thing. And we I used to take 5 to 6 children, and we used to come out in the evening for some golgappas again. And then we tried for going in a malls, Big Bazaar or Rudraksh Mall. I asked them to go along with them. And this is how it's going on. Every time I used to take other children, like this fives and the next five, then next five. I used to come. I What my plan is, just to make them come out from their slum area and look the beautiful world, which is which they haven't experienced a lot. Because whenever they used to come out, they always used to experience inequality, or I would say discrimination. Ki mat aao andar. If they themselves go to a mall, I would say hardly they will allow them to go.
Yes,
But just
they will
because they
not
are
be
going
allowed.
with me, yes, if just because they
They'll
are
be
going with me,
discriminated.
yes.
Mm.
So I think these are some of the reasons. That's why they don't wanted to come out from the place, because they always had faced the humiliations all over the city. So but now the things have changed. Now they wanted to come out. And now they also wanted to enjoy the life which is outside the slum area.
Wow. You are sounding more than anything, Julie. I feel that you are an angel for them. You are like, some God sent angel from heaven for them, because, if it was not for you, they wouldn't have been studying, they wouldn't have been dancing, they wouldn't have been singing, they wouldn't have been seeing the outside world. They wouldn't have felt that discrimination is nothing, actually. Discrimination is
Yes.
nothing. They would have never understood that they are just like any other child. They are like any other human being, and that they are equal. They have always felt the sharp, very very sharp, the pangs and the evils of discrimination, and of
Yes.
being shunned, and of being said that you are dirty, and racist kind of things. So I think you are doing a great job, and I seriously am looking at you as a person who's going to what should I say? I want to see you getting an award. Seriously, it's not. I know you're not doing this for the award, but me being the kind of mother that I am, and being the kind of person that I am, the love I have for you, I want to just sit down and see you getting on that stage and being awarded by someone great. I seriously, I have tears in my eyes while I'm saying this, but I have very, very deep, a deep sense of love for you, because you are a person who is a class apart. Apart from being my student, you are a superb human being, and now the kind of work that you're doing, uh, people are noticing you. People are going to notice you, and they're going to take you places. Julie, you are going to go places. I know that you are going to do wonderful work in for this earth. Chaksu has just started. It has a long way to go. It has a long way to go, and I know it's going to spread its wings, and it's going to go to the rest of the country, and it's going to go to the rest of the world. And that is my biggest prayer, that this is what I want for you, that whatever you are doing it so sincerely, so beautifully, that I pray, I wish, and this is my desire, in fact, that I see you being very successful, getting an award, and I can be clapping down there. I'd be applauding. I'd be very happy. So yeah, Julie, you have something to say. Yeah, you are now an influencer. You are a person who can inspire. You are a motivator. So what do you have to say to people of your age or to younger people who want to do work like you? Something, a message. It is very important that you give a message.
I think one thing that we have forgotten the humanity among us. It's not always that you need to open up an organization. It's not always team up with some of the people. You can do the stuffs in a very daily manner. I mean, whenever, if you are crossing to a street, if you see a stray dog, just feed him. If you see a kid who is asking for money, instead of giving money, tell him to give some copy or pencil, or some food they actually need. They don't need money. They need the stuffs actually that can help them. So the humanity among us, we have forgotten. Nowadays, if you scroll the Facebook, or if you scroll the Instagram, the things that are actually flourished are actually of hatred. It actually, the more things that are actually related to hatredism, or the things that are actually not good for our health, not good for our mental health. So I believe there is one thing I need to say, that spread the humanity we have lost in among self. So just spread the love, spread the humanity. The world needs love more than hate. So this is one thing I would like to tell everyone, like, help a kid, help a people, help a old man, help a dogs, help any other animal. Just start doing it, because it won't take much time to start doing something. It won't take much money as well. You just have to come out, have the courage, have the guts in you, and just do it.
Wow. You know what? Speaking to you has been very meditative for me. This is kind of meditation for me that I did today, in this evening. And I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. And I hope all young people who are listening to you at least has the courage to be and do what you are saying, asking them to do. Be more human, to be more loving, to be more caring, to be more kind, and to be just you. Just be a human being. And we have forgotten humanity. You are so right about that. And then just buy more love. I think we are just buying more hatred, but I think we should
Yeah.
shun hatred and buy more love. Julie, I would like to wish you all the best, and may
Thank you.
you
Thank you.
flourish and your dreams come true. Your studies, you come out with flying colors. That's what I want. You become very successful, and you can do what you want for the children, for the deprived children. That is my biggest wish. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, coming to my
Thank
show,
you.
and
Thank
sharing
you.
so
Thank
much
you.
about you.
It's a
I'm sure
pleasure.
there'll be
It's
more
a
stories.
pleasure.
Next time I meet you, I'm sure we're going to have many more stories. We're going to have
Yes,
many
sure,
more
sure.
stories.
Sure, sure,
So
sure. Thank you.
thank you. You take care. See you then. Good night.
Bye
Good night.
bye.
Bye.